So the number one need of a man is to feel that a woman has faith and trust in him. He is also, so that was number one. Number 13 to the male psychology, men are repelled by criticism, nagging, and whining. So here we are, we're in a relationship, and she is complaining, or she wants to talk about something, those infamous words that send a chill up a man's spine. Can we talk? We need to talk. You know what I mean? Those words that just send that chill up his spine. Well, why? Why does it send a chill up his spine? Because it makes him feel like he's failing. Secret number 4 to the male psychology. Men are driven to succeed, face challenges, compete, and conquer. And when a woman says, we need to talk, he believes that he's done something wrong, and that and it feels like it might be coming out of the blue, or it might even feel like he knew you were unhappy and he'd been avoiding this for a while and he doesn't know how to please you. And now finally you're having the talk and he doesn't know what that means. Does that mean you're going to break up with him? Does that mean, what did he do wrong? He has been avoiding this. And why has he been avoiding it? Well, because men don't typically rush into problems. So I need to explain to you. My husband and I are in the garage for whatever reason, or maybe I'm doing something in the garage and he's working on his car or whatever. And I see him pick up a wrench and throw it across the room. Maybe he got hurt while he was under the car. Maybe he's just frustrated because no matter what he's doing on the car, he can't seem to fix this problem, and he throws the wrench across the room. If I were a guy, how would I respond? I would leave him alone. If I were a guy, I wouldn't rush to him and say, what's wrong? What can I do for you? What happened? Are you hurt? What, blah, blah, blah. I would leave him alone, because when he throws the wrench across the room, that means he's bugged. That means he needs his space. But as a woman, we don't do that. If a woman were under the car and she threw a wrench across the room, it would be an indicator that something is wrong. And as a woman, when we are in the presence of something that's wrong, we seek the other person out and we say, what's wrong? Are you hurt? Do you need something? How can I help? That's how we handle it. So my husband picks up this wrench and he throws it across the room. He didn't throw it at me. And maybe he broke his wrench. Who knows? It's probably a good wrench, so it doesn't break so easily. But one of the things that women typically will do in that situation, why are you doing that? That's so childish. Why did you have to throw that wrench across the room? Like, why can't you just express your feelings? Nagging, criticizing, complaining. Or we'll say, what's wrong? How come you're upset? What can I do to fix it? Which at that moment, he doesn't want to talk about it. He wants to be alone. So the problem here is we are reaching out to him. And why are we reaching out to him? To give him comfort and to create closeness, because we think he's in distress. But in that moment, he needs distance. And then when he's like, I don't want to talk about it right now, or this dang car and blah, 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 and I'm so sick of it, if I respond at that moment by lecturing him, well, what do you think? I mean, do you think breaking your wrench is going to make it any better? And, that wrench hit something else. And what if I had been over there? Blah, 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 but you weren't over there. So you can see the drama playing out, right? So there's two possible responses. I either seek with criticism, or I seek by giving support. In either way, he may be rejecting me. I feel hurt, and then I want to criticize, or I come on the attack. He feels defensive. He criticizes back, whatever that might be. Why does it have to be so hard? Why is it that we don't intuitively understand and know what the other person needs? But that's why I'm here. What you need to understand is that when a woman criticizes, when we criticize, we come on the attack, we tell him he's not doing enough. We tell him, you haven't been calling me, you haven't been texting me, what's wrong? How come you haven't been coming around as much? Did I hurt your feelings? Did I offend you? Are you not attracted to me anymore? Are you not as interested in the relationship anymore? I don't know, are we breaking up? What's the problem? When we come on like that, he feels like we don't have faith and trust in him. And sometimes he feels like it's coming out of the blue. Sometimes he feels like, I'm just doing my thing. Why can't I please you? You're never happy. Just because I'm with John doesn't mean something's wrong with the relationship. He gets defensive. The problem here is that maybe he has been withdrawing. Maybe that has been going on. But the effect of me criticizing him and coming on the attack puts him in what I refer to as more of an avoidant attachment place where he withdraws and disengages. Why does he withdraw and disengage? Because the number one need of a man is to feel that you have faith and trust in him. He needs to feel that you believe in his general goodness, that you believe in him, that you value him, that you know he's a good man. He will seek out reasonable challenges. He likes a challenge. He likes to compete and conquer. He wants to make you happy. But when he feels that no matter what he does, he cannot make you happy, or that you don't have faith in his general goodness, in time he will withdraw and disengage or give up. Now, there's two types of men. There are the men who tend to also be more anxious attachment, where they'll come to you and they'll want to talk about the relationship and they'll want to see what's wrong and they'll engage with you. There are those types of men, but there's a much greater majority of men who are more avoidant attachment. Our goal here is to create secure attachments so that both men feel secure and women feel secure. An underlying secure attachment for a man is that he needs to feel you have faith and trust in him. He needs to feel you believe in his goodness and that he can make you happy. And so when you say, let's talk, or what's wrong, or you've been withdrawing, underlying that, he worries that you're going to basically say that he's been failing. He's not good enough. That is why men are repelled by criticism, nagging, and whining. Number 13 of the male psychology, because it makes them feel like they cannot make you happy, and because it makes them feel you don't have faith and trust in them. Now, you'll notice number 9, men like women who have opinions and assert their needs. So here we are, we're in a relationship. As a guy, there are so many men, there are so many more men in the world. 2/3, 3/4 of the male population has empathy. There are some men out there who are narcissistic, some men who are addicted, some men who are addicted to pornography or addicted to sex or things like that. Their empathy is impaired. If they have a personality disorder, narcissism, they have an addiction, their empathy is impaired if that's the case. But guess what? 3/4 of the men out there have empathy, 3/4. And so when you express your feelings, needs, and opinions, and you do it in a way that makes them feel that you have faith and trust in them and their general goodness, they care. They want to make you happy. They'll do what it takes to make you happy. That's their goal. That's what they want. They want to make you happy. So when you express your feelings, needs, and opinions in a way that makes them feel you have faith and trust in them and gives them a reasonable challenge, and they feel like they can succeed at making you happy, they love that. And they actually are more attracted to a woman who has feelings, needs, and opinions and asserts them. They're because you're a challenge. Remember, men are driven to compete, face challenges, succeed, and conquer. And men love through sacrifice. Secret number 2 to the male psychology. They love through sacrifice. So they love that challenge and they love making you happy. And when they feel like secret number 7, men like being appreciated, that their efforts to make you happy are appreciated and that they feel like they can be a hero, secret number 6. And when you express your feelings and needs, you look like a woman who likes yourself, secret number 5, which makes them respect you even more. All of those things add to them feeling so much more of a bond to you, so much more connected to you, and so much more in love with you because they feel like a success when they're with you. They love your femininity with them, secret number 8. When you show femininity, that is so appealing to them. What is femininity? It's a soft touch. It's warmth, a warm tone of voice. Hey, baby. It's smiling. It's your curves and your femininity, and it's you doing things with your hair that make you look attractive and smelling nice, and it's having a nice hint of makeup that makes you look happy and soft versus a ton of makeup that might look overdone. A lot of men say they don't like a ton of makeup. Some men do, but it's that that gentle, soft side of women. Men like that femininity. It makes them feel like heroes. It makes them feel like men. That when women act like men with men, when they act rough and tough, they burp, they belch, well, that's the same thing. They burp, they act crude. Now he feels like he's a man with a man. He doesn't want to be with a man. And when you act like a pal instead of a gal, he feels like he's with one of the guys. He can be more relaxed, whatever. He likes feeling like he's with a woman. He likes feeling like a man with a woman, that softness, that tenderness. Well, how is it that I can be soft and tender with a man?